All right, Shalom. We want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all the other icons that's preaching 144 truth coming out of GMS, all right? It's a Las Vegas Camp, Mount of Valor. Go by Cologne. Hopefully coming to you with another edifying lesson. To you men, women, and children of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and speckled birds that fatherline go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is your power alone, which Yahweh means he is, all right, he exists. Bahashem in the name, and Yahweh Shah means he's delivered, all right, and he is our salvation, okay, because the only ones who's going to receive salvation on this go around is, all right, the 144,000 men, first and foremost, that government body, and the men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash, all right, and it's going to be a quick hit, all right? Hopefully it's edifying to the elect. All right, it says, beware, she can leave you, all right? And this is going to those who, all right, you know, because it goes with Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4, having that malicious soul, those who saying they're for Yahweh Shem Shai, and truth and honesty, they for themselves, all right? They don't have the real fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. They're all about self-glorification. All right, they don't care about Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, Apostle Tahar deemed this year, you know what I'm saying, false prophets and agents. And a lot of you Judas goats, man, is going to start showing themselves, all right? And we don't want to give them any praise of those who are falling out of the truth, because that's a very scary thing, all right? You know, because Yahweh Shem Shai can bring you in this thing just to throw you back in the world to destroy your ass, man. And that's a scareful case to be in. And you seeing a lot of these so-called men who say they for Yahweh Shem Shai happening to, all right? All right, in these the camps, all right? You can say these worldly pastors, but they ain't never really had Yahweh Shem Shai, because they still preach the word Jebus, all right, these Christians, all right? But those who have the name and refuse to use it, that's taking the Lord's name in vain. The first commandment you shouldn't do. Definitely when you come in this the truth in this thing, knowing who the Father name is, all right, which the Father name is Yahweh, the Son name is Yahweh Shai, all right, not Jebus, all right, who the world ignorantly like to say, the world likes to say Jesus Christ, all right. But when you get those names and you refuse to say, like, don't still want to use them, and you know them, and you still call on false idols, and you leading the sheep astray, that's a lot of blood on your hands, man. And that's a scareful case to be in. Because why? You care for the rich of this world, you care for the now, you don't care for the later. All right, you care for the gang of this life. All right. Not knowing that Michael 2:10 is speaking straight to us. This is not our rest. So why try to make this home? Why are you trying to get your, what they call it, 50 acres in a mule? You trying to get, oh, I want to set up shop here in the shores of America. All right, get my land. Let's build here. This place is about to get fucking destroyed. This is Babylon the Great. All right? This place, prophecy talks about this place being destroyed. All right? Because this is what? Rome 2.0, Sodom and Gomorrah, the spirit of Egypt. All right? Rome 2.0. This is America. Babylon the Great, this great whore. All right? Who will, hey, gonna get destroyed. It's getting closer to that day of Yahweh Shai arriving. And we in some beautiful times. All right? But let's get into it. It says Wisdom Solomon 1 and 4, where the lesson was inspired by, because, you know, like I said, there's a lot of you false prophets out there, which you really ain't prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, because he didn't send you out. You know, you just felt like you was, and you went out there and started thinking you doing your thing. You might have wisdom, right? But it's not going to stay with you. And you can see that because they trying to get gain. You know, you can't get, why are you trying to get rich off the word? $49.99 a month, precepts and stuff like that, when the word supposed to be free. This living water supposed to be free. And you charging. You saw what Yahweh Shem Yahshua did when they was making the Father House merchandise. He don't play around with that. That's something you don't do. Try to get gang off this, man. It's free. Not supposed to sell it. But people do. The collection plates and shit. And you're going to have to pay for that. All right, this wisdom, Solomon 1 and 4, gets straight to the point. It says, for into a malicious, all right, soul, wisdom shall not enter. It's like you never had it anyway. All right, but a malicious soul. All right, let's go to that word malicious. All right, let's get in that word malicious. See what the word malicious definition, and see what type of spirit you have to be to have a malicious soul, right? Characterized by malice, intending, right? Intended to harm. And Salaki, if I didn't pronounce it right, all right? But other words is hostile, bitter. Look at that. Poisonous, evil. Evil, all right? And these are just the definition of the word, all right? Nasty, harmful, heartful, mischievousness, all right? Cruel, bitchy, all right? And it just goes down to more, but the biggest one is evil, man. All right? So he technically saying, into an evil soul, wisdom should not enter. And a lot of these men is evil. All right? They ain't walking the straight and narrow, man. Because they trying to profit on this side, man. Talking about the worldly gang of things that they got. Worldly, materialistic shit. That don't have no meaning, no nothing. And they going back to the worldly filth. Like a dog going back to his vomit. Going right back to where you came from. That means you can't mix this, man. All right? You can't mix it. I'm going to continue this and bring up the pre, because you got to choose to be either walking more in your spirit, all right? But when you walking more in your flesh, that's what's going to happen to your ass, man. All right? It's either you're going to walk in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Ashar, you're going to walk in the flesh of the world. You know, and which one mostly get attacked easily to be manipulated? The flesh, man. Because your flesh is always going off to do wickedness, to do sin. Impossible for these bodies not to. They're going to do it. Whether you want to or not, it's going to happen. That's why we have to repent daily to Yahweh Shemi Shari. And Lord willing, we party elect. On I'm one of the number. All right? And that the spirit don't leave me. All right? To keep going in this thing. To keep fighting for your crown. All right? Because it's worth it. We're at the end, man. All right? Continue on Wisdom Solomon 1 and 4. All right? Nor dwell in the body that is subjected into sin. You wanted to do it. Plotting to do wicked things. Wanting to do wicked things. Ain't trying to do right. Man, I gotta, you know? Nah. Yahweh Shemi Ashar, now with that, you're going to take the spirit from you. It's like you never had it. But then, hey, to go back into this world, bruh, hey, that's a scareful case to be in. All right? I'm going to grab my pre, man. This is, I'm going to go to Galatians. All right? Let's go to Galatians 5 and 16. I'm going to jump from 5 to 16. And I'm also reading the NLT as well. All right? It says, Galatians 5 and 6 says, this say, then, walk in the spirit. All right? So Yahweh Shemi Ashai want us to walk in the spirit more. All right? Walk in the spirit. And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So you do more things in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Be more in the spirit. It'll lead you more close, lead you more of the righteousness than having you go off. All right, you got to feed the flesh more than you want than the flesh. You got to feed the spirit more. All right, feed that spirit more. Walk in that inner man, not the outer man, the carnal man, to do carnal shit, lustful, mischief, all that wickedness, man. All right, because these bodies are chains of darkness, paraphrasing scripture, and we're gonna need those new bodies. All right, that's 100% righteousness. All right, that's basically Superman bodies, man. All right, I just love saying Superman. He's my favorite. All right. But bodies that last forever. Eternal. What they call it, Eternals. The Marvel movie Eternals. All right. Live forever in righteousness. That's what we fighting for. That's salvation. All right. Because that's the first reward is getting that new body. All right. All right. And also reading the NLT, Galatians 5 and 16 says, "So I say, let the Holy Spirit guide your lives." All right. Then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves. All right. So the more you stay in the scripts, all right, do what you're supposed to do for Yahweh Shem Shai. Live the law, statute, commandments the best way you can, not being overly righteous. All right. Um, being that wise and honest man, being meek, man, humble, man. All right. And strive for the better. All right. Because like I said, these bodies are gonna they're designed to go off. And you can't say you're perfect and live the 613 laws perfectly. Only one did it, and that was Yahweh Shai. All right. And the servant is not greater than the master. Okay. It's only one, and that was Yahweh Shai. Out of 1,000 men, he found one. That's Yahweh Shai. But we fighting for that. All right. To be in all the way righteousness. Okay. So we can always have wisdom stay with us and we don't lose it. All right. And that's having true fear. All right. Proverbs 1 and 7. All right. True fear. Because that's what it is. You niggas don't have fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. You see how some get the word, and then you see these these camps, all right, how they using the word and stuff like that. All right. Supposed to lead the people to Yahweh Shem Shai, not weaponize it. All right. This is our power, all right, to get us ready for a time like never before. Jacob's trouble. We ain't never seen this time that's coming. All right. So you better get as much as Yahweh Shem Shai as you can as these mercy doors is open, because they's closing. All right. They trying to take your First Amendment away. Hey, that's that Amos 8 and 11 right there, and 12. Family of the word. And we getting closer to that. What are you going to do? Huh? When the prophets no longer on the streets no more. What are you going to do then? You're going to try to get in that word and be like, oh, I remember they was, no, it's too late for that. And then the men who saying it for Yahweh Shem Shai giving up at the end, all right? Going back to the world like, hell to that. Shit, no. Or not me, Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? Keep going and keep fighting. Okay? Grab one more pre and hope this is edifying to the elect. All right? Salaki. Phone went off. I'm gonna jump to I'm gonna keep continuing. I'm gonna just stay right here on 17. I'm gonna jump to 17 to Galatians 5 and 17 in the NLT. It said the sinful nature wants to do evil, which you just the opposite of what the spirit wants. All right. And the spirit gives us desires that are the opposite of what the sinful nature desire. Those two faces are continue facing each other. So you are not free to carry out your good intentions. So the flesh and the spirit is always compatible with each other, like DVRS, I'll have to say, Divine Villain Rising Saint. So you have to choose the walk in the flesh, which majority of 2/3 of our people are walking in, all right, is in the flesh. And the elect is walking more in the spirit. So you having a continuous fight every day. All right. This is an everyday fight while we in this thing. You don't never take it lightly and think it's over and they'll be like, oh, cool. No, hell no. Not until we in those new bodies. All right. And you don't want the spirit of wisdom to be taken from you, man. Because this is the most beautiful thing to have. All right. You see the things that you get when you get her. Right? Wisdom with Romans 6, wisdom and Solomon 6, 20 and 9. All right. Those type of rewards, be them kings, sit on them scepters, being fair in scriptures, man. Be joint heirs with Yahweh Shem Shai. Wisdom. Okay. King Solomon got everything when he asked for wisdom. So that's what you want, is wisdom. And when you have it, you want to keep it and not lose it. All right. That's why the lesson's called Beware. She can leave you. And you can see some of the men who had it, but really they didn't, but they seemed like they had it. And now they back in the damn world, thinking they doing it, trying to get on niggas podcast shows and shit. And these individuals know who they are. All right. But you got to understand, This is a scarceful thing, definitely in the times that we in, to be in this thing and he throw your ass back in the world, man. All right, because he can give you it and take it from you. But while you get it, you gotta cherish it, love it, and keep fighting for your crown, man. All right, keep going. And I'm gonna jump to 25 and stay in the NLT as well. Galatians 5 and 25. It says, since we are living by the Spirit, let us follow the Spirit, leading every part of our lives. Right. And KJV is like, if we live in the Spirit, let us always walk in the Spirit. So you always keep wisdom to understand. Wisdom's going, you know what I'm saying, lead you to who? Yahweh Shemiah Shai, to get closer to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. All right. The spirit of what? Prophecy. So you know what's going on in the damn world. So you can know what's going on. Hey, wars, rumors of war. Hey, you can tell ain't no rumors now. You can see it. It's heated that they talking about World War III is around the damn corner. Pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All right, every day is going on. Floods. You seeing what's going on all over. We have Mexico, South Africa. All right, Australia. Okay, uproars of the people, civil unrest. You seeing it happen all over the world. Gaza, Iran. They'll let the bodies hit the flow. All right. And you don't think it's going to come on the shores here in America because they think, well, it ain't not in America because everything seems like it's still normal here. You're caring about the damn gladiators, the bread and circus and shit, and not staying focused on what's going on. All right. Man, hey, this is the time to be aware. All right. We're getting real, real close to all hell breaking loose. And this is beautiful, beautiful times. All right. So I hope this will edify to your elect. All right. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the icons that's preaching 144 truth coming out of GMS. All right. This is Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor by Cologne. Until next time, Shalom.